spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the UAB Blazers, taking on a fellow AAC opponent, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the UAB Blazers offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the ground with the back. Into the pile, maybe got 1. He stopped at the 21. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Finds his man enough for the first. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Just buried it. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
And the Blazers are moving quickly down the field. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know it.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UAB.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Florida Atlantic's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Dixon. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, UAB. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world.
Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Dixon. Got it! And to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. Gets it out quickly. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. The Blazers get it past the sticks.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He's got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jeff. It's a fumble! Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Back to throw, it's Dixon. Finds his man. Still running at the 40. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. to the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Got his man quickly. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Owls trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Looking to throw. It's on target and complete. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Dixon. They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Who gets a hook? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On second down, wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And the Blazers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll return it from the 50. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Across the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Good job in coverage defending their own end zone there because you're trying to compress these windows and make it tough for the quarterback, and they were able to tip that one up in the air, and obviously it falls incomplete.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
Man, I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Man, they have been great on 4th down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pick up of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Back to throw, it's Dixon. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Going to the running game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick completion on the out. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. The Blazers with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throw.
Touchdown, UAB! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score UAB 28.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and outs.
Lets it fly. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UAB. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Dixon. Got a man. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. He'll pull it on the read. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
In an offense, if you're going to be successful running the ball, and I don't care who it is carrying it, you've got to have receivers that are willing to block. You've got to have guys that are willing to get involved. How about the receiver here on the stock block going and picking off that safety?
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. The expressway is wide open. And it is a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. After run, now throw. Finds his man down the middle. looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. To the air, it's Dixon, looking to buy time. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And the offense will take any help it can get. Thanks for the penalty. Second and goal, closer to the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah.
Running toward the tape. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to get to him. Makes the grab on the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Blazers. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UAB 42, Florida Atlantic 28.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Zings it complete to the right. Bringing the heat. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to pass, it's Dixon. Buys a little time with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got his man. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. It's a fumble. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, UAB. The defense with the scoop and score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 7 over Houston. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Smashes through the tackle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Wants to throw. It's Dixon. Lets it fly. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out fast.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He wants to throw. He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. From the gun. Coming after him. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
The pass falls incomplete.
3rd and goal coming up here.
Easy. Check. Reload.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Ball in the air, intercepted. Touchdown Owls. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably